Good evening and welcome to NewsBREAK Live. I'm Hiba Sama. Thanks for joining us. You may end up spending more money to get a fresh Christmas tree this year. The National Christmas Tree Association says that a tree shortage may cause higher prices for customers. You may be wondering why. Well, research shows that because of the economic recession 10 years ago, farmers limited their growing to save money. Christmas trees can take about 10 years to reach their full height of 7 to 8 feet. The shortage could hike up prices as much as 10%. Santa is coming to town and will be spreading holiday cheer throughout the season right here in Torrance. Bundle up for the annual Santa float that will make its rounds throughout Torrance. And tonight, if you live in the neighborhoods between Carson and Sepulveda and between Crenshaw and Western, Santa will be in your area right now. The Torrance Police Officers Association will escort Santa and his sleigh. You can catch him at various locations at 5 p.m. through December 18th. This tradition started in 1969. For the full list, go to torrancepoa.com. Once again this year, the Torrance Transit Holiday Bus will be picking up shoppers. The holiday bus service will continue every weekend through Christmas Eve. It'll operate from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays only. It's hard to miss this transit bus because it's wrapped in holiday decor. There are many intersections it will stop at, including Carson Street and Del Amo Circle, Hawthorne and Del Amo Boulevard and Hawthorne Boulevard, as well as Artesia Boulevard southbound, only to name a few. This is a free service and transfers are not sold. To find out about all of the stops, go to TRANSIT.TORRANCECA.GOV/transit. The California Department of Transportation will shut down Hawthorne Boulevard starting tonight. It'll be closed in both directions this week to install new loop detectors, which are road sensors used to monitor traffic flow and overall highway performance. Closures will start at 10 p.m. and end at 6 a.m. between Sepulveda Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. It's part of a $5 million emergency pavement project on Hawthorne Boulevard from PCH to Fashion Way. It started in September and includes replacing damaged asphalt, restriping lanes, and detectors. This weekend, closures will start earlier at around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Now, today is all about giving back. Businesses, organizations, and people across the globe are raising money for a good cause. It's called Giving Tuesday, and it's a global movement in its 6th year that is fueled by the power of social media and collaboration. Many organizations and businesses are fundraising right here in Torrance, including the South Bay LGBT Center, Torrance Education Foundation, the Torrance Rosefloat Association, and the South Bay Village, to name a few. You can head to their Facebook pages to find more information on how you can help out. Giving Tuesday is all about generosity by people to bring change in their communities. Torrance Marriott Redondo Beach kicked off the holiday season with the 12th annual Christmas tree lighting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The tree lighting ceremony and toy drive has become a tradition in the city. Mayor Patrick Fury did the honors by lighting the decorated Christmas tree. All of the guests were asked to bring an unwrapped new toy to be donated to the Pediatric Therapy Network, and the Riviera Elementary School Choir brought some holiday cheer with their special performances. Stop by the Village Green at the Torrance Marriott Redondo Beach if you'd like to get a glimpse of the decorated Christmas tree. You still have time to donate to the city's holiday pantry. The main lobby of the West Annex has a festive pantry set up where you can drop off non-perishable goods. The deadline for Christmas distribution is by Monday, December 11th at 9 a.m. The food will be distributed to families in need by the Salvation Army. Now, if you're interested in donating perishable goods, you can drop them off the morning of the pickup date. A well-known park in Torrance now has its most prized possession completely renovated. After a few weeks of work, thanks to the local community, the dolphin at Miramar Park looks new, and so does its surroundings. The plaque is the only part of the sculpture that still needs to be replaced. The dolphin structure has been at the same location since the 80s. One resident who has a concrete company donated labor to repair it, and many local residents helped raise $10,000 to replace the rubber surface under it. The park is located at 201 Paseo de la Playa in South Torrance. Now let's get to the weather. Today was partly cloudy with a high of 71 degrees and an expected low of 54 tonight. It will stay consistent as tomorrow will have a high of 71 as well. Thursday, temperatures will drop just a bit with a high of 70 and a low of 54 degrees. If you're a dog owner, beware of the type of treats you're giving your pet. The Federal Drug Administration says they received 70 reports of pet illnesses related to bone treats. These are real bones that have been processed, flavored, and packaged for dogs. Many are described as ham bones, pork femur bones, and rib bones. The products may be dried through a smoke process or by baking. They often contain preservatives, seasonings, and smoke flavorings. Some of the illnesses reported includes choking, vomiting, diarrhea, blockage of the digestive tract, and even death. A car magazine names one of Honda's models as SUV of the Year. The Honda CR-V received that recognition from Motor Trend magazine. To be considered for these types of awards, a vehicle must either be an all-new model or must have been redesigned for the 2018 Model of the Year. It's the second time in 3 years that the CR-V has won this trophy. The model was chosen because of its interior space, how it was built, and equipment. Sales of this particular model are up 5% from last year. And before the next half of NewsBREAK Live, this Friday you can exchange your old electric holiday lights for an energy-efficient LED set from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the South Bay City's Council of Governments. You must be a South Bay, Southern California Edison, or Department of Water and Power customer, and make sure to bring your utility bill as well as your driver's license with you. Then what is known as Candy Cane Lane or Sleepy Hollow is returning this weekend. People should park along Pacific Coast Highway and walk during the light extravaganza. You can park on Roberts Road off Pacific Coast Highway. Visiting hours are from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Then young artists can join a senior teacher artist from the Los Angeles County Museum of Art to learn various styles and techniques this Saturday at 11 a.m. It's sponsored by LACMA and is completely free. It'll take place at the Katie Geiser Civic Center Library. Well, in just 2 minutes, Michelle Rand, who is the Vice President of Las Amigas, will join me live to share all the exciting festivities happening this year at the annual Torrance Memorial Medical Center Holiday Festival that started today. We'll be back in a few minutes.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys, preferably somewhere they would never look. Did that go okay? You have to provide an outlet for their creative expression. So good. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
ready for the...
Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to the second half of NewsBREAK Live, and joining me is Michelle Rand, who is the VP of Las Amigas, a support group of Torrance Memorial Medical Center. Thanks so much for coming on my show tonight.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
And this year, Michelle, you're playing an important role at the festival. You're dressed up as an elf.
Yes, I am. This is my favorite job, my only job for right now.
And it's the 34th year Torrance Memorial Medical Center is hosting it. So let's start with what this year is all about, what people can expect if they come out to the various events.
Oh, they come into the, if you come into that tent, it's a magical experience. When you walk in, we have 36 amazing trees that are set up in different themes that just kind of take your breath away.
This is all done by volunteers. So tell me about Las Amigas and all the different organizations and businesses that come out to decorate the trees that started last week.
We have actually been doing this, the Las Amigas Foundation, the group of volunteers, we've been doing this all year long. We actually do it Thursdays. Every Thursdays we come together to put this together. But some of the other organizations that are involved in putting this together, we have the Torrance Rotary Club, we have the Torrance Rose Float Association, we have the Luminaries, we have the Torrance Fire Department and the Torrance Police Department come out. We have EVELYN'S Breast Friends Forever group that comes out. So we have a huge support organization that come together as a community to put this event on.
Before we get into the events that people can still attend, for people who've never attended, tell me the history behind it.
The history behind it. Well, we are in, like you said, we're in our 34th year. And this event started in the basement of the hospital. And then it moved over to Wilson Park for a few years. And now it is permanently located on the campus of Torrance Memorial Hospital in an amazing 30,000 square foot tent that is just magical the minute you walk in the door. There is the lights, the just the atmosphere. It's just heartwarming to walk in there. You can leave everything behind and walk in there and just breathe and just feel the magic of the holidays.
And that magic started today. There was the fashion show, yes, which you said was a great hit. Tell me about what events are left for people to attend to, and let's talk about some of the themed trees and who decorates them, because those are open to the public at any time, correct?
Absolutely. Our hours, or today was, like you said, was our fashion show and our luncheon, which was spectacular. Every year it just gets better and better. This year, our public hours open today, so you can come on in. And what you can do is when you walk in, there's just so many different things to look at. But you haven't missed anything. Some of our, we have senior hours that are coming up Wednesday and Thursday. We have community hours that are going to be available as well. We have a Santa's Luncheon that's coming up on Sunday. Our event runs Wednesday through Sunday. Friday it is closed for our gala event, which is a magical night under the tent. We have a silent auction, we have dinner, and my favorite is dancing. But that unfortunately, or fortunately, is sold out.
Okay, wow. So people are definitely looking to give back, because this is what the festival is all about. So if you can talk to me a little bit about where the fundraising money goes towards.
All of the money goes towards the renovation of the North Tower, which is dedicated to the mothers and the babies, the pediatric care, postpartum. That building is dedicated to them. And all of those dollars are raised specifically for that.
That's amazing, the whole South Bay community coming together for a great cause. And what I find really interesting, because we have a crew that goes out every year, are the themed trees. They're so unique, and it's in their own way. Tell me about that. And they're actually being auctioned off, correct?
They are being auctioned off. Some of them, a lot of them are sold during the festival week, and then they're also sold the night of the gala. So anybody can walk in and buy a tree. And I love to sit back and look at these trees and learn the stories behind these trees. These trees aren't just go up on a whim. We have our breast cancer tree. That's the EVELYN'S best friend tree, which is a pink Rudolph tree. We have the Cirque de Noel, which is a beautiful red tree, and it's just sparkling. We have the Knights tree for the police department, and we have superheroes for the fire department. One tree that, two of the trees that are very near and dear to me, one is done by VERDE, which is adult care for, it's an adult day center for adults with special needs. And they put it together, and you walk in, it just warms your heart. And the other one is the Berry Merry Christmas, which is for the emergency room. It gets placed in the emergency room, and it's covered in these lovely plush bears. And any child that goes into the emergency room during the holiday season can take one of the bears and a book off the tree home during that time. So those are some of the special ones. There's a lot. I've decorated trees, but they all tell a story. And that's part of my favorite, is going in and talking to the guests about these trees and the magic of being part of this community event.
And you've just spoken about why some of these trees are your favorites. Why have you participated for so many years?
I've been involved since 2004. I have had the pleasure of being an elf for the past 6 years.
And you're a great one.
You know what, if I could live in this, I would. My husband, unfortunately, probably wouldn't like it. But I love community. I love people. And so walking into Torrance Memorial and seeing what they do and being a part of it, you cannot help but want to continue to be involved in it. And there's a saying that they have, if you're not having fun, don't come back. And I have been coming back since 2004.
Wow, what a great story. And how many other volunteers like yourself come out and help? I know there's thousands of hours put in to make this come alive.
I'm so sorry. There are so many volunteers that participate. On Thursdays, some of these rooms are just packed with women and men, we have a couple, that are doing nothing but creating what we put in that tent. But there are over 10,000 hours that are spent putting this together.
That's amazing. And going back to the trees, because I want people to have an idea of how much they're going for if they're interested. Do you have a ballpark of how much some of these Christmas trees will be auctioned off for? The
trees go for, they're auctioned off right now. There's a buy it now price that you can go in and just buy it. If you love it, go and get it.
Okay.
And they have a set price, and they can go up to a few $1,000s. Then you can go to the gala night where you can go in, and it's actually, there's some on the silent auction and some that are actually on the live auction. The live auction, those trees can go up to $20,000, and they come with trips and dinners and all kinds of different things that make these trees so special.
That's great. And you did mention the gala. Unfortunately, it is sold out. But let's get into the details of what it's considered the largest holiday boutique and some other great events like meeting Santa. If you can give me a little detail about those events coming up.
The boutique takes your breath away. It is the biggest in the South Bay, and when you walk in there, you're blown away by what these ladies have created. They have close to 4,000 ornaments that are available, and most of the stuff that is in there, actually all of it has been handmade. Wreaths and swags and all kinds of little different ornaments and birds, and you name it, it's in that boutique. And that place is packed, and it's always full, and it's always beautiful, and we love to shop there and be a part of that. With Santa, that's my favorite part, because I get to be a part of that. And he is available during the public hours, the whole event. On Sunday, he's at the Santa lunch, and he sits there, and you can have lunch with Santa. And that is, it's a wonderful event. There's crafts in there, there's lunch in there, there's music going on, and of course the elves do make an appearance there too, which I love looking at the children's faces light up during this time.
Do people need tickets for either the boutique or the Santa event?
For the lunch with Santa, that one is, you have to pay $15 to go to that, and you can go call the Healthcare Foundation office for tickets for that. To come into the tent itself, we have public hours. It's $5 to come in. We have special hours for Community Day, which is $2 for entry. We have Senior Day, which is a free day, which is Wednesday and Thursday. All of those are available online, and we also have flyers right at the front door.
What about the Community Service Group Night?
Community Service Group Night, I believe, is Thursday.
Yep.
And
okay.
that is in the early evening hours, and you can come in for $2. It's anybody that is in a support community role here in the city of Torrance.
Great. And I know there's a lot of talk about this opportunity drawing.
Oh, yes.
If you can give me more details about that.
Opportunity, we have or you mean for the opportunity for the car? Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't give you all the prices for the tickets. I believe one ticket is $50 and it goes up from there, but it is an amazing car that's on there. I would love to have it, but I bought a couple tickets already, so hopefully I'll win. And then we also have second prize for that is also a beautiful tree with Marc Jacobs elves on there, and then there's another prize for a certificate as well.
As mentioned earlier, this event has been happening annually. It's a tradition. Is there anything unique this year that people may be interested in?
What we are going to have is this year we're going to have wine available.
Okay.
Also, we're going to have, I believe it's HEALTHLINKS is going to come in and give massages to those people that are in need, for those weary shoppers or somebody that just wants to take a moment to relax.
Great. And you mentioned this a little bit about you participating as an elf. What made you want to be an elf instead of, volunteering in other ways for this event?
Okay, for myself, there's only two things that I wanted to be when I grew up: a firefighter or an elf. I was too short to be a firefighter, and I was blessed to be able to become an elf with the hospital. When they asked me to do it, I couldn't say no. So I am over the moon excited to be able to be a part of this as an elf.
Michelle, is there anything else you'd like to add about this festival that people can attend? And it's going through the beginning of December, right?
It's going through Sunday. So I believe Sunday is the 2nd or the 3rd. It's all the way through Sunday. We close down and we wrap that place up, and 4 o'clock on that Sunday, and Monday we start delivering those trees to the homes that purchase them.
Great.
Now, what I would love to share with you is my side. I get to see something that other people don't as an elf. I get to see the joy. With so much that goes on outside that tent, when you step into that tent, you see seniors, you see kids, you see people of all ages walk in, and I get to see the joy of having them see Santa, listen to some entertainment, enjoy the trees, and that's what it's all about to me, is being a part of community, and Torrance Memorial is all about community.
And for the gala, does the money go towards the towers as well?
Everything for this festival goes towards the renovation of that North Tower, yes.
How is it when you're out there, for people who've never been there before, the spirit, the ambiance?
That's what I said. It's just joy. You have to be in there, and you walk in there, even no matter whatever your state is, you walk in there and you can't be helped but be elevated to a joyful level, or to just bring a smile to your face. So you just take a moment, a couple of hours, just a little bit, step over there. Even the employees go over there, and they are just sent to another place because of the magic that goes on in this tent.
Is there still an opportunity to volunteer?
We have so many people that want to volunteer. If you want to sign up for Las Amigas, you can sign up. We would love to have you. You never turn a volunteer away. We have people lined up to come in and volunteer for this event because of what it is, what it's about, and how many lives that it does touch.
Great. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for your time. And everyone can find information on torrancememorial.org/holiday-festival, and they can also call 310-517-4606 for more information. Well, I hope you have a great Christmas. I know there's quite a bit of time till Christmas comes around, but I'm sure you'll be spreading a lot of holiday cheer in that cute elf outfit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Well, that does it for NewsBreak Live. And if you ever have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. For Facebook and Twitter users, use #NewsBreakLive. Have a great night.